The following podcast contains scenes of graphic violence, abuse, and high level of magical competence. Listeners' discretion is advised. And I got vinegar in my right hand. I'm like, do finish with script. Hello, welcome to the podcast called In the Memory of the Goldfish, hosted by me, Koi on air, the half celestial and the one with 11 souls in his head. And fortunately, today's story would also have to do with that. What is it called? It's called Fate something. I've forgotten the name exactly. I've not read it for a while and I've forgotten it. That's the entire point. And so today the episode's going to be a little different in the sense that I could not find good enough fishy news, as things are not that stupid anymore. It's 2021. Things apparently have become better in a man. Don't tweet at me, don't fight at me. And my Twitter is working, so you can tweet at me now. Oh my goodness, finally. So today we're going to have some fishy news, which would date back to the 1900s as well. We will... and we'll talk about a Korean legend. So yeah, that's it. So let's get started with the fishy news. So I read this article. Yeah, I read this on metro.co.uk that women fined after walking husband on a lead, telling police he was a dog. And this, this like on Saturday, Quebec said that you need to be indoors from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. in order to halt coronavirus, but dog walkers are allowed outside. So the woman was walking with her husband and she said that this is a dog. I mean, fetishes and all, but yeah, fun. Like, I just thought this is a fun thing for me to mention to you guys. Talking about fun things for me to mention to you guys. In December 1999, in a paper I have this is from the site called boardpanda.com, so hate them for this, but in December 1999, it was a Monday, the headline reads, statistics show that teen pregnancy dropped significantly after the age of 25. Yeah, because you're no longer a teenager, aren't you? Are you? Oh, and this one, I feel like this is Donald Trump as a journalist. It says Asia. China may be using seas to hide its submarines. Oh my goodness, I thought submarines were something which used to, like, I don't know, exist on air. Like, who hides submarines in the sea? That's so ingenious. And federal agents raid gun shop, find weapons. That was so surprising. And finally, since I'm watching Crown on Netflix and I'm late to the party, I know, and it's so fun. So it says Diana. Oh, and it also says it's exclusive to all newspapers. Diana was still alive hours before she died. A series of previously unseen CCTV images have revealed that Diana was alive and well before she was tragically killed in Paris 10 years ago. Who could have guessed that she was alive before she died? Oh my god. Yeah, so that's about it. For the for the fishy literature, not koi literature. So this literature is from the Encyclopedia of Korean Folk Culture, and this is on the National Folk Museum of Korea's website. So we know it's legit, okay? So it's called Origin of Gold. I've gotten cold, yeah. The writer is Kim Buk-sun, and I'm gonna just read it real fast for you guys to absorb it. And okay, so I'm gonna start. This tale narrates the origin of common cold, brackets, Gambi or Gumbo, or parentheses as some of you like to call it, which is believed to be caused by a ghost of a man with two genitals who died after a futile search for a wife fulfilled his death by releasing himself in people's nostril. There lived a prince with two genitals. When it came for time for him to marry, king ordered his subjects to find a maiden with two genitals as well. But they were not able to find such a maiden. And in the end, the prince died. He turned into a ghost, sought relief for his unfulfilled desire by releasing himself in people's nostrils, which made people manifest symptoms of sinus congestion and the early stages of cold progresses into a runny nose. There's also variation to this of this like it says, which features a maiden with two genitals whose father posts an advertisement in search of a bachelor with two genitals. A young man who happened to come across a penis floating in a stream picked it up, compared with his own, and it stuck to his body, inadvertently leaving him with two genitals. Thus the young man and the maiden wed and gathered much wealth. In other variations, the heroine is a widow and not a maiden, and another young man tries to get himself another penis and becomes rich like the other bachelor, but ends up with the penis stuck to his nose. The tale shares its roots with earlier mythology, which features oversized genitalia as a symbol of fecundity. I do not know what that word means, and wealth, and serves as an important reference in understanding archetypal symbols in tradition of genital mythology. This narrative can be read in relation to popular belief that the size of one nose is proportional to that of one's genitalia. A folk custom is chasing away goals by calling out Jai Jut Bull, and also an it okay, I'm butchering this, I know. So yeah. So I want to go to the river which gets me like floating penises, because that would be fun, and I would like to find this doctor who sticks penises just by finding it. Like, what this could change the female to male trans journey of people to such an extent. Good lord. I do not mean to be insensitive to any people. Please do not hate me. Please do not tweet at me. I'm just trying to be funny here. And if I was not, then you can tweet at me saying I'm not funny, but I did not mean offense to anybody. And yeah, so next time you're gonna have cold and you're gonna have runny nose, and you know what it looks like, and you know what it feels like, and you know how sticky it is. Yep. So yeah, that's that's what you were. That's that. Yeah, it's the fourth episode, and I'm already like subjecting you with two penises and stuff. You should feel sad for your own existence, but well, you called it upon yourself. And now off to the story, which is called Fate Jamboree. So classy. The date I've given to the. Oh, before I start, I'm gonna drink water. Okay, bye. Oh, hey, I'm back. Swimming in water, back to my 800 billion listeners. So, the name of the story is Fate Jamboree. It is the date I've given to it is 16th June 2017. The time is 16:12. It starts. I like it. It starts. It starts as, it is all you can eat buffet of my soul, organized by Mommy Dearest. Okay. I can. This is okay. So I'm gonna like break it with like this. Story is inspired from real life events, my own, and reading this and thinking that my mother might listen to this. I'm like, okay. So it's an all you can eat buffet of my soul, and most probably it's only my mother who listens to this anyway. So it's all you can eat. Oh my god, my nose clogged. It's an all you can take buffet in my nose right now because the idiot keeps on banging it in. It's all you can eat buffet of my soul, organized by Mommy Dearest. The sun is shining, its beauty out, rotting the world because of its gloating. I hate the sun. The three chairs that my mother dragged out of the kitchen to the porch all are a little hard for anyone to sit on for long enough to see her exhibit her prized son. I mean, it's a good strategy. If you have like uncomfortable chairs, people will not sit at the same place for a very long time, so they'll keep on moving. Thus, the exhibit will get more visitors. The wood of a house needs varnishing, painting, or a new set of owners, much like how I need all of those things. I like how parents are equated with owners, and I need varnishing. Yes, I do. Yesterday, I committed the gross sin of confiding in my parents. With a little drama, I told them that I could read souls through their handwriting. My dad tried to rationalize this that I must have picked up lithography somehow in some textbook. I didn't owe him an explanation. I stormed out of the room like we do. That's the best way to like win any argument. Either you storm out of the room because you won, obviously, or otherwise you can just say, "Oh my god, arguments are very stressful for me, so I cannot like. Please do not throw arguments at me. I'm nice. Don't please." That's how I win debates. Okay. I hoped sincerely that that was the end of the spectacle in front of my parents. But in capital letters, no. And I said no, and my cat was sleeping and he's like looking at me, what the hell is wrong with this guy? Today I am the in capitals or uppercase spectacle. Spectacle. I don't know. Back to the porch and the uncomfortable chairs. My mother sits at my right diagonal. Right in front of me sits this girl. Big eyes, raven hair, perfect skin, and wears a poop colored dress. She is one of my mother's student. Her half of her class, which my mother invited to get their fortune read from her over talented son. I love how my mother loves me, overestimates me, and likes to put me on display. That didn't sound right, but anyway. In front of me, she opens her notes, a rule book on which she has scribbled maths through and through. How do you expect me to understand any words from maths? Can you write something in English, a small paragraph? Show me something else which has less numbers, please. I say. She opens up her tote bag, takes out a spiral journal with stars on it. I love spiral journals. I hate spiral journals with stars on it. Unless and until it's pentagram and it's meant for Lucifer. Hail Lord Devil person. I really couldn't understand how a 17 something year old can have stars on anything other than in her eyes during the night time with her man friend. She opens it and boom! Damn, this girl is an open book. I flip through the pages, the world start to lift a few inches in air. It felt as if there was a spherical wind funnel instead of leaves. Okay, so I'm gonna add this little bit on it, like about people being an open book and fortune reading and like for in lithography or like these more I don't know intuitive less tarot cardsy. So one thing I realized at that time, the people who were more extroverted, who used to be really out there, they were very easy to read through their handwritings, and their personalities were very visible. And not only personalities, like I do not know how many of you would relate to this or understand this. When you are reading fortunes for people using their handwritings or something, you not only describe their personality, you can also go. I don't know. I was able to that. All right, at 8 a.m. this thing happened. You fought with your mother. This person with the certain letter is not good for you. Your XYZ is wrong. And this usually happened when the more extroverted the person was, the easier it was to read the handwriting because it was as open as them. And more introverted the person, the more difficult it was. And my cat is licking his balls in front of me, which is a very comforting thing for all of you to know. So anyway, so the girl's an open book, and I continue reading my story. I flip through the pages. The words start to lift a few inches in the air. It felt as if there's a spherical wind tunnel on which, instead of leaves, words from her pages were levitating up and speaking out themselves. The ink was becoming blacker with the purple outer glow. These spirals and the turbulence was giving me hints, almost as if the words were whispering themselves to me. The weird thing of this, no, Hey, did you hear my cat? He snored. Oh, he fell down. The weird thing in that, as if there was no need for any filters, a cold wind wrapped me up. Each of my triplets bent down, placing their face near my ears, each of them whispering one word to form a sentence, less of a whisper, more of them using my tongue to create sounds which all the birds around me could hear. Comforting. Their long, slender hands were touching me everywhere. For this while, I had 8 arms, all of these arms wrapped around as if I was a toffee in a wrapper. Okay, so I don't know why I keep on like making have men have like long slender hands way and they touch people everywhere and I get goosebumps in my thighs and I cannot show it to you guys in any shape or form. Look, goosebumps on my thighs. So yeah, a toffee in a wrapper. um when you fought your mother about the college course you wanted to take today 8 in the morning, don't do it. You know she will let you do what you want to do. Why are you wasting your breath like this? Don't substitute your voids for unnecessary trauma. I say. One of the hands extends out, taking the smallest piece from her body, a little transparent morsel with more weight and density than any substance I've ever felt. Now this one's a dialogue, and I am this sassy when I was this sassy when I was younger. Moreover, I do not like what this person whose name starts with a R is doing to you. His car is shitty, and so is his existence for you. I sound like such a best friend. On this, my mother stood up, saying that she is gonna make lemonade. She stole the spotlight of gazes which were about to land on the tallest guy of the group. Another hand went out, reached out to her abdomen, plucked a slightly bigger morsel than before. The hand retracted. One of the triplets opened their mouth, rolled out their tongue, like eating a delicacy. Seeing her visibly uncomfortable, I asked if she wished for me to go on. She nodded. I wasn't sure if I should inform her that the morning conversation with her mother was the last one that they ever had. But one of the triplets advised me against it. I flipped the pages pretending I was saying interesting things. I said some things out of guesswork, closed the notebook. With that, the whirlwind also disappeared. The triplets straightened up. The girl stood up, walked towards the stair to our unkept lawn. Her shoe got stuck on one of the nails, which was sticking out of the wood. She fell 4 feet down. The triplets, triplet, tri- sorry, the triplets rushed to her as she was falling. Oh my, okay, so if triplets are gonna save her, it's gonna be so nice. And she just fell 4 feet, so she'll be fine, I think. So the triplets rushed to her as she was falling. They let her fall. Bitches. They bent down and started to feast on her. The emergency number was called. My favorite lemonade jar fell down and broke. I mean, that's more important, obviously, Koi. The lemonade filled the kitchen floor as her fluid did in the lawn. I sighed and went back to my room. Yeah, so that's the story. Now coming to the real life interpretation and the events which made this beautiful little drama happen. So the only slight major large difference is that nobody died. Nobody died in front of me in such a gruesome way, and I sighed and went to my room. Rest of it, in many senses, is true. Um, about the triplets touching me everywhere, I'm not very sure about that because I don't remember myself. I do not remember me before I was 18. And it's like all bits and pieces. I remember reading handwritings, and that cold wind thing used to happen. I used to get colds and stuff, and headaches, and I was pretty darn young. And later I found out that, okay, so wow. Okay, so basically, this is sort of kind of totally true. This is a real life experience. Just oh goodness, the music started. What the fuck? No. Lord, oh fuck, I was so scared. Did you catch that? Oh, okay. So I don't know what happened. My laptop suddenly started rolling out the end credits. Like, my laptop was like, fuck off, bitch, shut up now. You've spoken your fish. Ooh, okay. So the podcast is haunted. Oh, okay. Oh man. My ears are red. Oh fuck. Okay. Okay. So, oh my god. Oh my god, I got so scared. Okay. I've forgotten where I was. So yeah, this story. Oh my god, this story is true, and I've written in my this thing that about magic and how divination works and stuff, and I'm gonna cover that up in real fast, and I'm gonna go to sleep. Fuck, I got so okay. And the podcast haunted people, the ghosts are gonna come haunt you when you listen to this. What the fuck just happened? I have no idea how that played. I was like, music's happening, and I like closed the window in front of me and it disappeared. Okay, oh lord. So yeah, so with any kind of divination, any kind of like, form of letting people know about themselves, especially in magic, everything's like a fair share, what you take, what you give kind of thing. So when I used to read handwritings, the soul eating part, it is I tend to tell myself that the since I did not charge any price and I still survived as long as I did, it must be a little bit of the soul or a little bit of the like existential energy, if that's a word, which ended up getting consumed. Partly the reason why I stopped doing it because I had no idea what I was doing and I should not. So now I'm a smarter human. I'm not a smarter human, I'm a smarter half celestial. And so, as a smarter half celestial, I've realized everything has a price, and magic is not as big of an abomination that the Western media has created it to be, which is a rant for a completely different day. Yes, I still cannot believe what just happened. Oh, fuckness, goodness gracious. Yeah. So that's about magic. And while giving the story, I had written on a paper the things I was gonna say, but now all of them feel so stupid after that idiotic move. Oof. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. So this is a true story based on like these amazing, beautiful triplets I'm never gonna ever make fun of because what the fuck, guys? Calm your tits. Talking about calming your tits to my 800 billion listeners out there, I'm thinking of starting this new thing and I'm gonna start it whenever I've gotten enough stories from you guys. So it's gonna be named as validation episodes where you guys will send me your real life, true crime, paranormal, magical requests, or just tell me about your life. Just talk to me because I'm lonely and give me validation. And I'm gonna make out I'm not gonna make out, I'm gonna make a validation listeners validation episode. I'm not sure about the name, most probably this is gonna be the name. And there I'll read your stories. I'm gonna rewrite it as I rewrite it, and you can grade me how I did, and it would be fun. Let's get to know each other. So that thing might happen pretty soon. I'm not sure when, I'm not sure how, and what, who, where, when. I might update it on my Instagram, Twitter, which you can follow. And I'm not gonna tell you what, because you need to listen to the entire freaking end credits in order to know that. Because you don't. Because you're ugly people. You're not ugly people, you're beautiful, amazing people, and you love me, all 800 billion of you. Anyway, the podcast is hosted by Koi on Air. It's co-produced with Netflix. The music is by Lil Adi. You can contact me and reach out to me on Instagram, Twitter as Koi on Air. My email address is koi@madebynefix.com. And yeah, that's about it. I'm not fancy enough for a website right now. Yeah, so also this thing which I completely forgot about, I guess I mentioned it before, that each of my episode comes with an episode art which I make, and the album art is also by me, which is amazing. So please follow my Instagram that you can also see art which is done by me, your beautiful excellency. Review the podcast on wherever you listen to it. The reviews will help me grow. Yep. Okay. Bye. 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 Bye.